Well, Billy, first of all, what's your assessment after that?
Well, I thought the first 45 minutes, Jeff, middle to front, our energy was not good enough. We created some good chances, should have probably scored 1 or 2 goals from set pieces. We defended very poorly, and a big lesson for one of our very young players, LaSalle's, about keeping the feet on the ground and don't believe what you read and concentrate on just working at your game, because it was a big lesson to him with regards to the 2 set pieces that we lost. But overall, much better second half, much better energy, and a great 3 points.
What credit do you take for sending on those 3 substitutes who all scored?
Jeff, you know the situation with football managers. Football managers' roles is all the time to be criticised and speculated upon, and people question your decisions, and some talk about your strategy with regards to what's going on and all the different things. But I've got to say, I get more right than I get wrong. I'm certainly not perfect, and there's nobody in this room that's perfect. But I've certainly had more right than I've had wrong, and just very pleased for the 3 substitutions and the goals that they got. Delighted for Mackie because of the way that he took not playing from the start and the work rate of what he done. And even more delighted for what was a very disappointing reaction to Guy Moussi and his performance. And then in the second half, he showed the fans exactly what he's all about, and I'm pleased for Guy.
Jamie Mackie ran straight to you, didn't he, after getting that goal for a hug?
Well, I told him, the reasons why, and I said to him that this, and Coxey was the same last week, and 1 or 2 other guys like that, but they realise we pick teams to win matches. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it right, and sometimes we get it right. And very occasionally we get it wrong. But we're very pleased with the substitution, very pleased with the impact, very pleased with the goals, and it's a great 3 points.
You brought in 3 players in the last couple of days. Tell us what they're going to bring to the Forest team.
Jeff, what I'll tell you is that the transfer window's not finished yet. And once we get to the end of the transfer window, you and I can sit down and talk about who's come in, who's left the club, and we'll have a very good chat. But at the moment, it's not finished.
Are you expecting to do more business?
Well, we'll see what the end of the transfer window brings us. As I said before, once we get to that point, then we can sit down and have a good chat.
How is your promotion strategy at the moment, Billy?
Strategy's moving along nicely. I said before, there's a long way to go. We're not excited. We're still a team that's looking to the next game only. We're a team that will continue to work and do what we can. We're missing some very important players, as you know, and we'll just keep doing the best we can with the people that's fit and available, and we'll keep picking the best team that we think can win the match. Is it
the old cliche, 1 game at a time?
I think it is, Jeff. I think that, there's no point in us looking any further than that. There's a long way to go. It's a dogfight to the end. As I said before, I'm very proud, one, of the spirit that we showed tonight. Very proud of the work rate of the players and the bottle that they showed second half. Delighted for 1 or 2 individual players. As I said, Guy Moussi, I thought for the disappointment of some of the fans that were picking on Guy, I thought Guy's second half performance was catalyst to how he turned it around, and he showed great courage. And obviously the 3 substitutions, I thought, showed fantastic application and attitude to come on and win the game for us.
How pleased were you with those 3 substitutions, in particular, because the players coming in, they must be thinking, where are we going to get a start from here if these 3 players are coming in?
Well, that's what it is, Ian. It is a squad game. It's all about building a squad. It's all about preparing for, all these games that are coming up. There's a lot of games coming up in a short period of time, and that's why we've got to make sure that we get everybody as fit as possible. We'll keep selecting teams to try and win different matches. And as I said to 1 or 2 of the players that were disappointed before the game, just understand why it's getting done. Because sometimes the impact of a substitute can be very, very important. And what we've seen tonight was a fantastic attitude from the 3 players.
Do players get motivated by new arrivals coming in to perform even better themselves?
I think this is a business we're in. I think as players we've known all along for a very long time that football's all about competition, and competition's healthy. And that's something that you accept from a very early age, that's always going to be part of the game.
Can you recall a match where you've sent 3 subs on and they've all scored?
Do you know, I don't ever remember doing that, to be honest with you. Well, obviously you've made changes and impact has been good from 1 or 2 changes, but I'm pleased for these 3 guys. They took a lot of stick, the strikers, and they have taken a lot of stick. I'm pleased for them, and with no doubt, we know what we've got, we know what they can give us, and I'm just delighted that they've went and done what they've done.
Billy, when you were 2-0 down, how much of How much of a motivating factor was that unbeaten record you've got, do you think? Was that something that spurred the players on a little bit?
It's the next match, Paul. As I said before, that even at 2-0 down, we probably should have scored a goal or two from set pieces. But as I said before, I'm just delighted that our strategy was good and we done what we done.
What did you say to your players at half time, that first time?
I said that we have to increase our energy middle to front. When you play that system, the front 3 or 4 need to be very high in energy. And quite simply, we just didn't do that. Although we missed a good chance, was it Danny Collins that hit the bar, should have scored. And we've allowed them into the game with 2 very soft free kicks or 2 very soft set pieces. But again, I said to Lascelles after the game, benefit of the doubt, he's just back in the team. But he's got to get his feet on the ground. He's got to recognise there's a long way to go. And it's a big lesson for him tonight with regards to defending those set plays.
You said he shouldn't believe what he reads. Do you think that he's been hyped up a little bit? Or?
Well, you see these young players, you know, a lot of people talking about these young players, Patterson and Lascelles and Darlow, you know, they're good young players making good strides forward, but it's very important. And this is why we leave them out and put them in at certain moments. This is why, again, we know what we're doing from time to time to give them that break and that energy. But it's a good learning curve for him. I'm sure he'll realise that he's got a long way to go and there's a lot of work to do.
The games.
So it's 4 home games on the bounce. You've won now, but in the league, another home game on Sunday against a team down at the bottom end. So a great chance for another 3 points.
Yeah, but I don't believe in ever judging any team in this division from the league position that they sit in. I said before that this is a very difficult championship league, as you know, Tony. It's very difficult, but we'll just keep preparing for the next match. We'll keep doing what we do, and we'll, as I said, encourage the players to do the right things.
Yeah, 1 game at a time, but 19 to go, 8 points behind second. That's presumably what you're looking to push for.
Yeah, as I said, lots of changes that will come up over the next 19 games, but you know we're in the mix, as they say. We won't get carried away about it. We won't get excited about it because we'll just prepare for the next match. We'll keep the hard work on the training ground and we'll keep doing exactly what we do, which is prepare the team as best as possible.
Was the overall away game one of the lowest points of the season? And is there something to be put right on Sunday?
No, there's a lot of things happen before games, Ian, and a lot of preparations and things that you guys are not privy to, if you like. Sometimes football games won and lost because of certain things and family issues, and there's many aspects to preparing for a game of football. And this is icing on the cake, but there's many things take place Monday to Friday. Many things happen on the training ground, and sometimes you play people that are just a little bit under the weather and you've got to be forced to play people, and so you just accept that you have your good days at the office and you have your bad days, and that's what's going to happen.
Is it going to be a good day at the office tomorrow?
With regards to
Transfer window.
yes, it'll be exciting, very exciting.
What would make you happy, Billy? What position would you like to be in at 11 o'clock tomorrow night? How many more players would you like to see, theoretically?
Paul, I'll wait to the end of the transfer window and then I'll have a chat to you then.
Lovely.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
thank you very much.